Hello again, and welcome back to the second episode of the little Christmas special. And today we're going to build the reindeer forest. But first of all, we are going to see a few last bits here of the station. I mean, you've seen the full version of the station in the real-time part yesterday, but in case you haven't seen it all in the time-lapse, here we go again, just as a little glimpse of what I've done there. It's just, finishing up and stuff. However, first of all, before we go on, I hope you guys are all having a great Christmas time so far. Even those who might maybe not have the best time at the moment, I still very much hope that you are happy around the place you are or wherever you are right now. Just so to remind you, there are always people who think of you, and it's just enjoy these couple of cozy days. Nevertheless, just look ahead to the time what's coming next. I think it's, very important. And in case you're still having a bad day, I hope this video can cheer you up a little bit. And so we're going to enjoy it. By the way, I have a little cup of tea here because my voice actually suffered a little bit the last couple days, which is mainly because I did record a lot to be prepared. And, just ahead of the Christmas days now, I am... trying to save as much as I can from my voice, but it's also not that cold outside here in Germany. It got a little bit colder now, but it's not cold enough to be really winter for me. Like I need to have it around 0 degrees. That's where I really have winter. But that's not really what you can expect in Germany. Anyways, it's just way warmer It just kind of developed over the last couple of years. So for everyone who is still questioning if there is really a climate change, come to Germany. You're going to experience it right away. Summers are getting so much hotter and the winter is getting so much warmer as well. Just overall, we have I used to say we only have two major seasons now. We have basically summer, freaking hot summer, and we have a mix of autumn and spring all the time. Winter is basically non-existent anymore in Germany. I think the only thing that is left from a real winter is that the trees don't have leaves. And this only holds true for most of them, but not for all of them. Some trees actually keep their leaves at least a little bit longer, and they have already leaves again a little bit earlier, so that's really quite something that changed dramatically over the last couple of years. And I even did some research to see if I'm just getting older, what I definitely am, but if it's just me. But no, it's definitely Germany is having a really crazy change. And just let me know in the comments down below if you guys in your area also have the same experiences made over the last couple of years. I think it's, especially here in Germany, in Western Germany, it is incredibly obvious. I think it's getting more and more ridiculous, to be honest, because we always had like a hot summer every once in a while, like every 4 to 5 years maybe, and now in the last 5 years, 4 of the last 5 summers were like insanely hot, and the one in between was still very warm. Now it's actually something that makes me always enjoy these winter projects even more, because as I said already, I'm like a little bit of a winter person. I think personally there is nothing better than a chilly winter snowy night. Like if I would think of a dream setup for me to relax, it would be sitting on a window in front of a chimney, watching the snow dripping down outside, and then after a hot chocolate or something, just going out around midnight for a little walk through the snow and just hearing that cracking sound of snow below your feet when you go through the fresh snow, and just hearing, well, basically the silence. That is something I find super relaxing. It's so cozy. It's just very much feeling the environment so much more than usually, without all the stress, with all the other stuff. I think I just like that. And now don't mind me, but I'm drinking a little bit, as you can hear, and my voice is crackling and like tasty. It's actually it's like a citrus tea, very unhealthy, to be honest, but well, I just wanted it now. We're moving over to the forest section, and I think it's time to talk a bit more about the project. Last episode was clearly a little bit of a fan service, I even want to call it. You guys were asking so much for a Harry Potter build, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it to you. I'll definitely do it. Harry Potter is something I love, and I'm a big fan, but honestly, this is the one thing that I kind of refuse to do, because I still don't see the connection to Planet Zoo that much. In Planet Coaster, it makes a lot more sense because you can make like an attraction around it or whatnot. But in zoo, I always want to keep at least somewhat of a connection. You know, when you remember the last one, last movie Habitat, Jumanji has a very close connection to obviously the animals. And if you just remember all the others, I always try to keep a very good connection. But with Harry Potter, it gets a little bit tricky because, I mean, the only thing I could think of would be an owl. Like, if we will get a snow owl at some point, I will definitely do something like that. I just fully would go. But most of the really interesting animals in Harry Potter are either Patroni or real magical animals. And do you even say Patroni, or is it Patronuses or multiple Patronus? I don't know how you would call that, but you definitely have the stag, that is the one of Harry Potter, and then you also have like, I think, who was that with an otter? I could go for an otter actually, but that is not the most well-known one. Was it Luna? I think it was Luna Lovegood, who had like an otter as a Patronus. Whatever, this is just some random thinking here. I just thought about this a long time, and I just couldn't find a real animal I wanted to go for, and this is just what I said. I want to have a little connection here. And yeah, over here you can see just a little bit of testing where the habitat should be, because the habitat is definitely just, this is just something I wanted to set first of all. And also this is what caused the lag at the beginning, and I'm quite sure this was mainly to the fact that I only used these hedges, and the animals I put in here, they were mostly escaping all the time, and so I decided to just box them again and put them back to the trade center, and all the lag was gone. So I think it was just a problem with the traversable area constantly refreshing, so I definitely need to check that out again. But you will see in the real-time part we will hopefully have animals in. I'm quite confident we will have, and then we're going to talk about this. But yeah, so this is already the second episode, and I think we will be able to do it in 4 episodes, and then have a 5th episode for a little ride, actually, for the tour. Like, we will ride the ride, actually. So next episode, just for you as a little forecast, the next episode is going to be penguins. And then the second last episode, the actual last episode, the 4th episode before the train ride, is going to be the polar bear, which I have a certain idea for. So yeah, these two are definitely going to be built as well. And maybe some little secret if I can do it, which will not be an episode but something else. But we will see if that works out in time given, because you have to remember, I want to make sure that I don't have that much to do over the Christmas days and also the days afterwards, just to relax a little bit before beginning of January. Everything stressful is going to start again. By the way, for those of you who didn't know, I think I did also not announce that whatsoever. I don't even know why, but I will have a slightly different job from the 1st of January. I will stay at the same company, but I will have a different focus. So it's going to be some interesting first weeks, because I have to create some stuff for the employees and also our clients. That will be quite a bit of work, and so obviously might be that I have less time to create some content. But as we all know, January is actually the low month of YouTube anyways, and so I will also try to take a little bit more time off and just prepare for what is coming next, because next year hopefully there will be a lot of good stuff. I'm still hoping Frontier's announcing a new game in the same genre. That would be great for Q3 or maybe Q4, who knows. And then also Prehistoric Kingdom is something I am so much looking forward to. You can't even imagine. That's going to be amazing. I will also be covering this stuff in a dedicated video in the next coming days, just to get a little heads up of what's going on. For me personally, because I have followed mostly the development of it, but I'm maybe not fully caught up, so I will do this as a video, and then we are all caught up to the same knowledge, and we can look ahead in the next year. But yeah, you can see this is the current status here of our little forest, and I'm going to change quite a bit of it now in this time lapse, because there were a few things I just wanted to set up first, but now the next bit we are doing is making sure that this habitat actually works with some natural borders, because I didn't want to make it completely with the in-game barriers, because it just looks weird, and I wanted to keep it open as like in nature, and this should not be a habitat kind of vibe. It should actually be like real nature vibe, and so the main thing to do is just hide away all the barriers, either through nature and natural barriers, or just make sure that all the other barriers are just not visible. And I will actually do so by having a steel mesh fence in the background that no one is able to see from the train ride, but just make life a little bit more easy for me. That's the main reason why I do it that way. And yeah, I also carry on with these little rubbles down here, just to make it look a little bit more realistic, as if the train ride was really meant to be there, just, you know, going through nature here, making a few little elements of interest. I think this is also the way I would also set this up in a real zoo or something, just making sure that not the entire ride is just kind of plainly boring with a train or railroad on the ground, and that's about it. You just also want to have some dedication points, or destination points, I should call them, where the train is passing by, and this makes some cool looks for the visuals. I think this will be nice, and this is also something I'm always spending a bit of time on to think about if I can do it or not. And you can see this is one of the cliffs over here that I brought very close to the train ride. This will be one of those elements of interest where yeah, you just have this little nice glimpse to it, and then yeah, we'll just see how this turns out later on with the animals. And I would so love to also have some other animals in this area. I would love to also have some rabbits roaming around, or maybe some snow foxes or so. That would be also cool. Unfortunately, we only have the reindeers available, but who knows what's coming in the future. Maybe we have to change this. I'm also thinking about putting the doll sheep in, or I was actually thinking about this, but then again I was like, maybe not. Who knows, maybe I do put them in. I will just have a little test, and then we see. This over here is something special, guys. I need to take the time to explain what's going on. So as always, I would say, as quite common in the last couple of weeks, we did this on stream, obviously on Twitch, and on Twitch, while I was building, people went mad with the support. There was a hype train incoming to level 5 and beyond, which was, I think, 117% level 5 hype train, which is just ridiculous. And for those who don't know what that is, basically what that means is if people start to sub to you or bid some or donate some money, then the Twitch will start a hype train, so to say. And every hype train has 5 levels, and to reach the level, people have to keep on subbing, or have to keep on donating, or have to keep on putting bits in, or have to keep on giving gift subs in the chat. And that just kind of happened, and those people just smashed those 5 levels in, I think, in like 6-7 minutes or so. It was just ridiculous. And as a little thank you, because that was just so good, I put all the people who participated in this on these little stones over here. So this is kind of a dedication stone area for the people that contributed to this insanely great little support train there, I want to call it. It's not a hype train, it's a support train, and I really do appreciate that a lot. And this is also why it has to be in the video, and I have to talk about this, because these people are special. They just make it work, and I will also come up with something for you guys, because I really feel like you have deserved something. And so we are going to do some cool stuff, which starting 1st of January. I will announce this, during the next couple of days. I have everything planned out, so I just need to type it down, make sure that everything is set up correctly. But there are a few cool things that are going to happen, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Anyways, you can see over here, this is jumping back to the other dedication point, which I actually wanted to do, but then people interrupted me with this insanely great incredible support train. Again, let's just, change the name into support train. It's just way better. I just like it. And then you can see I was just building this little pergola thingy, just making sure that this looks a bit weird. And while I'm looking at it, I know exactly now why I had the struggle. I was confused for a second why I had a struggle making this thing fit over here. I took the letters here as just kind of it looks almost like a rope which holds back some rocks from tumbling down onto the track, and now I remember what the issue was. But anyways, I don't even need to explain. It worked in the end, it looks good, so it's fine. And we're also at the end of today's time lapse, so I hope you enjoyed the time lapse so far. I'm gonna sip a little bit of my tea right now over here, and we see each other after the cut in the real-time part. So see you in a second. Alright, here we are in a snowy, which is, actually pretty good, I guess. So, we are looking at Basically, the reindeer forest now from the snowy part of things. I always build without snow because it's easier to see where you put stuff and so on. But once you're done, you basically want to see it exactly in this way, and this is how it looks in snow. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just kind of love how this turned out. Also with this little turn over here, unless this whole curve really looks so nice. I didn't know that these animals seem to be very likely to swim. At least that's what they do all the time. This little pond over here is one of the most favorite ones. Hey mate, are you doing good here without any kind of jacket or so? God, this is just still something I don't get about this game. But whatever. Look, this dude over here, just lovely. Just like... I can't. It's just looking so good. By the way, the train is also doing some test laps, and we're going to have a look how this looks. But just in general, this is how all it turns out. I mean, here you have the little Stonehenge dedication place. I'm just going to quickly show you. You've got also like a little enrichment here. I don't even know if I can go in there, but I haven't tested that. We've got Simply Savannah, we've got Miri, we've got Chicken Girl as well. Stu is here, Melissa, Big Wildo, Loki, Becky. We've also Minacris, and in the middle there is a snowy cane who is barely able to be seen, but this is what he likes anyway, so that's fine. Oh, look at that. They're bonding for us. Maybe getting some baby reindeers at some point. I know that one already is pregnant, so that's kind of cool. Look, oh, that's so cute. I like that you even have these sounds of their, I don't even know how to call that, dang, I forgot it. But the cracking, you know, of these two things against each other. How's this called again? The horns? I think it's horns, right? It's pretty much easy, but no, I think it's definitely a different name, but you know what I mean at least. So I can hear the choo-choo. Where's the choo-choo? Is the choo-choo already at the end? Where is the choo-choo? Wait, oh my god, it's so hazy over here with the... Let's check where the train is. There you go. There's the train. Let's just quickly do the following. We want to make the train a little bit faster, please. Max speed of 30. Oh my god, this is a quick train. Look, it's not even sped up. It's just... It's not sped up. This is insane. Look at that. It's like a little machine gun. That must be the fastest this train can go. The little Hogwarts Express. There you go. This is also, by the way, just a little testing setup over here, so don't you worry. It's just for the things, you know, for making it look good. Look at that, just crashing into the station. Oh my god, but the station looks very nice indeed. So let's just quickly change it back to no, don't go crazy. 9 is totally fine. So yeah, this is how it is then, and this is how we will experience that in the end. We will also just sit down in the train and then just have a little tour with it. I'm not going to do it right now because that should still be a little special, but yeah, I think it's going to look very cool as soon as everything is done over here. I will do some stuff off screen, you know, making sure that there are a few little surprises here and there as well, but just in general, I think it looks very nice. It looks very cool, and in fact, of course it looks cool because that's what snow does, but sorry, that was too easy. It was too easy. Look, I mean, at some point, this is just the train. I mean, just everything about this looks so good. I'm just a little bit, you know, it could be a bit bigger. That would be nice. But other than that, this just looks so cool. With like the red in the middle, it just gets so many different kind of views. And it really has the nice contrast to all the white over here. We've got the reindeers running around. Is there also like another one over here? Oh, I thought that was a baby, but it's not. No. It's just like over there. And there's not too many other ones, right? Is there someone close to the track? Not really. But yeah, so this is it. I think that should be it today for the real-time podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I certainly did enjoy it because this is something I actually wanted to do for a while, as I said in the last episode already, and it just turns out so beautiful that I'm a big fan of this little forest over here, the reindeer forest. So I'm really hoping that you guys like it the way I did it as well. Please let me know in the comments down below how you experienced your Christmas so far, and if you're doing good, and if you liked the episode today. And yeah, you can look forward to another one tomorrow. I hope you guys are doing good. Stay safe, everyone. That's the most important thing at the moment. Have a good time, and goodbye.